Good morning to all. So today we are going to discuss measurement of conductivity. Now remember, in order to measure conductivity of any solution, solution of electrolyte, we need to know the resistance of that very electrolyte solution. So very important things are resistance is to be known, cell constant primarily it should be known, the cell whatever we are using during the course of experiment, and conductivity. No doubt conductivity can be measured. Now for this very first thing to be used in an experiment is conductivity cell. Now conductivity cell consists of a glass tube which is coupled by the platinum plates, and remember platinum plate must be coated by the platinum black. So finely divided platinum is to be coated, the coat of the finely divided platinum is to be made on these platinum plates. For that purpose we need to use chloroplatinic acid. So the material to be used in chloroplatinic acid solution and allow the electric current to pass through it, and during the course of which the thin layer of finely divided platinum, what we call platinum black, is coated. Now we need to use the solution in it. So solution needed to be used is that solution whose resistance is to be determined. So this is the conductivity cell used in the course of the measurement. Now very important thing is the cell constant, and it is represented by B. Now remember, we know very well conductivity of electrolyte solution can be determined experimentally, and conductivity is given as 1 by R into L by A, where R is resistance, L is the length of the conducting material, and A is the area of cross section. Now very important thing, for a given material the ratio L by A is fixed, and it is nothing but a cell constant. Thus cell constant B is given as L upon A. Now L is length which may be expressed in centimeters or meters, and area centimeter square or meter square. Thus unit of B, that is cell constant, is meter inverse or centimeter inverse. Probably centimeter inverse is more convenient scale to be used. So if we substitute value L by A as B, that is cell constant, then here we comes K equals to B by R. This is to be remembered for sure, where K is the conductivity, B is the cell constant, and R is the resistance of solution. Now a crucial thing, we must know the resistance of the electrolyte. So determination, and in order to in order to know about resistance, we need to determine cell constant first of all. So cell constant can be determined by determining resistance itself. So next very important crucial thing is determination of cell constant. Now in order to determine cell constant, we should know the resistance of solution. So resistance of solution can be determined by using Wheatstone bridge principle. Now here we go. This is our conductivity cell, which can be drawn roughly as, so this is the conductivity cell. These are now this is a glass plate and these are the materials, I mean the rods are platinum plates. Now in this we are using a solution. Now remember, known solution and a solution of known concentration, I mean one can use 1 molar KCl, 0.1 molar KCl or 0.01 molar KCl solution for this purpose. Now what in addition we should have? We should have a straight wire AB. Now one arm of this is to be connected with the conductivity cell like this, and other arm consists of adjustable known resistance. We name this as Rx. Now here we have current detector D like magic eye, and this is a projection like jockey which can be moved over this wire, and two ends of this wire is to be connected to AC source. AC source is nothing but alternating current source. Now what happens? So this is the Wheatstone bridge principle. Wheatstone bridge principle. Now we already know the conductivity, as we are using 1 molar or 0.1 molar or 0.01 molar KCl solution. So again I repeat, what we are doing, we are connecting one arm with the conductivity cell and other arm with the known resistance Rx, and we are having a straight wire AB. Now this is a current detector like magic eye, and this projection indicates the jockey which can be moved over this wire. Now switch on. So current detector detect the current. Now we need to move this jockey over the wire. So on moving we may get a point, say C, at which current get balanced, and at that point current flow of current stops. Now we need to note that point, we need to record that point. Now we know very well that the resistance of solution whatever we are using upon resistance of AC, that is this much length, is equal to the known resistance, adjustable resistance, that is Rx, upon resistance of what? BC. Now we know again one thing, that resistance of conducting material is directly proportional to its length. Resistance is proportional to length. Thus we may write resistance of AC as length of AC. So it will be proportional for sure, and resistance of BC equal to length of what? BC. Now we need to measure the lengths of AC and BC. So this comes as resistance of solution upon length of AC equals to Rx upon length of BC. Now from this one can write resistance of solution is equal to Rx into what? Length of AC upon length of BC. So from this data, actually we know Rx very well, length AC and length BC can be measured. So by using these values one can calculate the resistance of solution. In this way resistance of solution can be determined. Now by knowing resistance we may calculate the cell constant, as conductivity of KCl solution used is already known. So we know very well that B is equal to K into R, and for this experiment R, that is resistance of solution. So knowing conductivity and resistance of solution, one can calculate what cell constant of this cell. Now how to determine conductivity of solution? Another very important and crucial thing to determine the conductivity of what? Solution. So determination of conductivity of solution. Now in order to determine conductivity, we need to use this experiment, and remember, instead of using KCl, we need to use that solution whose resistance is to be determined. Now we know cell constant, and if resistance is determined as this, I mean using Wheatstone-Bridge principle, then conductivity of that very solution can be determined. How? So K, we know very well, so K is equal to B by R. So by knowing this, if resistance of solution is known and cell constant is known, then using these values one can calculate conductivity of the given solution. Now how to determine molar conductivity? So another very important thing is determination of molar conductivity of solution. Now molar conductivity, that is lambda, and conductivity are related, we know very well, provided concentration of electrolyte solution should be known. And remember, for practical purpose, if you are preparing any sort of solution, then you know very well the concentration of resulting solution. Thus we know that lambda is equal to K by C, where lambda is the molar conductivity of electrolyte solution, K is conductivity, C is the concentration of solution. Now conductivity can be determined as by following these experiments. Earlier we explained this, and knowing conductivity and concentration, one can calculate easily the molar conductivity of an electrolyte. Thank you very much.